The Army says they'll make you be all you can be. The Air Force aims high. The Navy is always courageous. But can any of the other branches promise to make you a king? The Marines Corps can. In a stranger-than-fiction, yet historically true turn of events, one stocky, blonde-haired, blue-eyed Marine from a small coal mining town in Pennsylvania went from warrant officer to king of the island of Gonave, Haiti. Sergeant Faustin Wirkus ascent from a poor, breaker boy, separating coal from slate, to king, is the stuff of Marine Corps legend. I had to go to work in the collieries. For Wirkus, the path to that thrill and glory lay in becoming a U.S. Marine, and by age 18 the teen ran away from home to become one of the few. In 1915 he was among the first outfits of leathernecks sent to Haiti to restore order. According to it was during his first tour that he fell in love with the island, returning for duty on and off for several years before. In 1920, Wirkus made a fortuitous friendship while serving at the tiny outpost of Galat. According to the woman, according to the magazine, claimed that she was Queen Timimene of Gonave. Although initially transferred to Port-au-Prince to stand trial, the queen was eventually freed due to Wirkus' pleas for leniency. 5 years later, the Haitian-obsessed Wirkus once again applied for duty on the island. His superiors, according to the Marine, thought of Gonave as the butt end of the world, yet acquiesced to his request. Made resident commander of Gonave, Wirkus returned to the island in April 1925. During his tenure, he saved the Haitian government thousands of dollars by exposing graft in tax collection and ensured the island farmers were given fair tax assessments. He also oversaw the construction of the first airfield and directed the first census. His practical reforms quickly endeared him to the 12,000 inhabitants of Gonave, but that endearment went one step further. According to local superstition, a previous ruler of the island had borne that name, King Faustin I, and, according to legend, had vanished in 1848 with the promise that his descendant of the same name would return to take his throne, wrote the New York Times. By candlelight on the evening of July 18, 1926, Queen Timimene crowned the gunnery Sergeant Faustin II, the White King of Gonave. Carried from the Haumfort, or Voodoo Temple, a blood sacrifice was made via a rooster. The New York Times contradicts this and claims it was a goat, as the crowd shouted, "The King! Long live King Faustin," to the more than slightly confused Marine. They made me a sort of king in a ceremony I thought was just a celebration of some kind. I learned later they thought I was the reincarnation of a former king of the island who had taken the name of Faustin I when he came into power. The coincidence was just good luck for me. The Wirkus reigned for an incredible 3 years while still serving in the USMC, before being recalled to Port-au-Prince after Haitian officials expressed jealousy over Wirkus' successes. By 1931, King Faustin II was no more, with Wirkus leaving the service and returning stateside. In 1939, he re-enlisted with the Marines, serving first as a recruiter in New York before being transferred to the Navy Pre-Flight School in North Carolina. The Marine and one-time king died in October 1945, leaving behind a wife and a young son, also by the name of Faustin. Our 9 best-selling history titles feature in-depth storytelling and iconic imagery to engage and inform on the people, the wars, and the events that shaped America and the world.